How long has this been? Like 2 years or something?
Oh my god, I'm getting the shivers.
Has to be, right? Something like that.
Classic parkour.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
This game will be remembered forever.
I think it's going to be one of my favorite Assassin's Creed ever.
Assassin's Creed Mirage just got a huge update.
You will have to find your way when nothing is as it seems.
Ooh. Assassin's Creed Mirage Anniversary. Hell yeah.
Hello everyone, I'm Miranda, Community Manager on Assassin's Creed, and we are here at Ubisoft Bordeaux to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Assassin's Creed Mirage. The past 2 years have been spent bringing the
2
game
years,
to
okay.
more people on more platforms, and today we're giving you exactly what so many have been asking for: new content. In today's show, we are going to introduce you to Valley of Memory, the
Valley of Memory
expansion to Assassin's Creed Mirage, launching in November. Developed by Ubisoft Bordeaux and Ubisoft Paris, Valley of
So
Memory
2 studios were working on it.
an entirely new setting and brings a new story, gameplay mechanics, and updates that make Assassin's Creed Mirage better than ever. Here's an overview of what Valley of Memory has.
Now I have to admit that I am not really sure what the story was about.
The Mirage team has a surprise for the players. A new storyline and setting coming for free. Basim's adventure is not over. With Assassin's Creed Mirage, we initially set out to celebrate the roots of the franchise. As fans ourselves, we wanted this game to be a love letter to Assassin's Creed and to our fans. Following its release in 2023, the overwhelming positive reception inspired us to continuously enhance the game with post-launch updates.
Yeah, personally I'm not a fan of the permadeath, and I mean I'm just a casual person, right?
As we celebrate the 2 years anniversary of Mirage, we want to go even further with a brand new adventure and numerous gameplay improvements. And we are thrilled to offer this exciting new content to all Mirage players for free.
When developing a game, we explore countless ideas and iterations for the settings in which the story takes place. For Mirage, we ultimately chose 9th century Baghdad as the backdrop.
Okay, so we're going back to Baghdad.
We have other fascinating locations in mind for Basim's journey. To celebrate the game's 2-year anniversary, Ubisoft Bordeaux and Ubisoft Paris teamed up to bring one of these exciting settings to life with an entirely new storyline to discover.
This free new arc is an important part of Basim's coming-of-age story.
There was one aspect of Basim's past that we wish we could have explored further in the main game: his link with his long-lost father Ishaq. This new story arc is called Valley of Memory, because Basim is exploring this new setting in search for answers about his
So we're going to look for his dad.
A meaningful chapter in Basim's story, unfolding just before the final events of Mirage. It offers players a deeper understanding of why he chose the path that ultimately defines him.
This storyline takes place in a location loaded with history and echoes of the past, the Valley of Al-Hula. Our approach to creating this new world had to be anchored in archaeological reality, so we've worked with internal and external experts to ensure faithful inspiration.
Al-Hula
is one of the major heritage sites in the Arabian Peninsula, which is a valley of exceptional archaeological remains that span from the prehistory until our days. Al-Ula as well is one of the main hubs in the Innocence Road that starts from the south of the Arabian Peninsula until the north.
Oh, interesting. So it actually does exist.
Ancient Arab kingdoms such as Kingdom of Dadan, Kingdom of Lahyan, and the Nabatean kingdom that moves from Petra to Hegra around the 1st century BCE. Al-Ula also is the home of World Heritage Site in the UNESCO. Hegra is the first site inscribed in the list of the UNESCO, and Jabal Ikma has been added to the World Memory Program.
What makes
Okay.
Al-Ula particularly fascinating is that by the 9th century, the period in which the game is set, Hegra, Dedan, Jebel Ekma had all borne more than 1,000 years of history.
The main challenge is to restore the place as it could have been in the 9th century, a flourishing civilization on one side and an ancient wilderness on the other. Just like Golden Age Baghdad, most documentation of this incredibly rich setting was lost to time. And as always, with this Assassin's Creed brand, we want to make sure the setting and the period shine. The recreation process is unique.
It's amazing how well the teams reflect to the real life historical story.
During their adventure, we hope that they will encourage the players to discover more about the fascinating history and the tangible heritage of Al-Ula.
Each region from Valley of Memory has its own flavor. We can find an urban area in the south region with the old town of Valula, overlooked by the ancient Musa ibn Nusayr fort. The town is
I love forts.
with its busy
Of course, we're going to explore the forts when the DLC releases.
And very close to the city lies the Valley's Oasis, a luxurious area full of life and rich with canals used to develop agriculture in the region.
The character's journey from Baghdad to Al-Ula was very logic, especially when we consider that Al-Ula was one of the main hubs of the Incense Road and the crossroad of many civilizations from south of Arabian Peninsula to the north of it. So oases like Al-Ula was always welcoming people.
These routes serve multiple purposes, including commercial, communication, religious, and military. Al-Ula was a bustling hub of activity and exchange, evidenced by the diversity of archaeological remains uncovered here.
This wealth attracts robbers within the city itself.
Oh, we're getting new enemies as well, so we're not going to follow
the risk of ambush.
The Incense Road goes
the raiders as we had in the game, the main game.
You can find the most iconic and the most dangerous area of our setting. There, you will discover the stunning necropolises of Hegra, a burial site with over 100 rock-cut tombs and chambers. But the northern area is not limited to tombs. The valley is filled with unique rock formation to climb, a dream for all parkour amateurs. Of course, these rocky canyons also provide a perfect playground for robbers and wild fauna to attack you.
We have taken
Oh, we're getting ambushed.
to create the most iconic landmarks faithfully, while still providing some fun gameplay.
Nice.
Challenge ourselves to make this world a new and exciting playground for Assassin's Creed players. We really embraced the specificity of the Al-Ula region. So it's not only focusing on an urban setting, but also taking into account all of the wilderness this land has to offer and putting it at the core of the gameplay experience.
It's more than a new setting. We're refreshing the most appreciated mechanics of Mirage. We're bringing new twists to the core facets of the Assassin's playstyle: stealth, parkour, and assassination. Because exploring this new location won't be that easy. Even if Basim is just looking for his father, he'll get in the way of this gang of robbers terrorizing the region, especially the fearless leader, Arabis. There's also many new surprises and side activities, new contracts, missions, and parkour challenges. You can even play the Oud in Al-Ula.
We are dedicated to making sure that
Glad we can do a lot more jumping around, climbing.
From the main story to the unique setting and side activities.
Do we get new weapons as well, or is that still the same? Oh, we're getting 6 hours of gameplay. Okay, there we go.
Mirage
So it's not that big.
A massive free update for both Baghdad and this new location. We're opening the possibility to replay the
For example, I believe Claws of Awaji, the Shadows DLC, was roughly 10 hours.
Like a free jump, as well as new tools upgrades and brand new visual filters paying tribute to previous AC games like Origins or Odyssey. It's without doubt the perfect time to replay Mirage.
That's
The
cool.
game has always been a celebration of the franchise for the fans. And this is our way of taking a final bow and saying one big thank you to all Assassin's Creed Mirage fans.
Of course, I've already played the main game, but knowing that we semi-continue the game
We just got a
before
list
the
of what Valley of
end.
Memory has to offer, including a new region.
So before the final act, basically.
I'm now joined by creative director Olivier and also associate game director Benjamin. So, why did you want to tell this story of Basim searching for his father?
Mirage is a story about, coming of age, and this part of the story actually brings a specific closure for Basim concerning his dad. It's a story about reconciliation, it's the story about acceptance as well, and definitely closure.
And can you tell us about the locations and landmarks that we can expect to see?
Well, this new location brings a lot of variety in terms of environment compared to what players have been experiencing in Baghdad. So we kind of broke down the playable area into two parts. The north, which we call the Land of the Dead, where we're going to find all the Nabatean necropolis. You know, Hegra occupies most of this part.
Oh, if we're going to jump into Necropolis now?
Concentrating most of the human activity. You have the town, you have the really big oasis with a lot of agriculture, and of course you have this caravan driver camp where you're going to land if you travel to Alula. You have to know that Alula is actually right in the middle of the incense road that would run from the Arabian Peninsula to the Mediterranean Sea, you know, carrying incense to Europe.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
a lot of activity here, and anyone traveling to Alula would bring with them goods that they would trade with the local population. So it created wealth, it created a lot of activity, and that's why we wanted to send Basim there.
Can you show us?
Okay, so we're going to a very busy territory.
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Elephant Rock. That's a beautiful natural landmark. There's also Al-Farid Tomb, which is a very isolated tomb part of the Hegra necropolis. But I mean, there's so many of them in the area that it would take way too much time to actually, you know, showcase them all.
And you're also
Okay.
adding a ton more gameplay elements as well. Can you talk about some of Basim's new skills, new abilities?
Oh, let's go.
One feature that was really appreciated by the community is the building aspect of Basim. Not exactly Basim, but more the tools. We've got upgrades, level 1, 2, 3, different options, different choices to make in this building. Today we are coming with a new skill, allowing you to equip all the different comfort upgrade, level 1 upgrades at the same time. And we're coming with a new level 3 upgrade for all the different tools, which give you more options to use the different
Sleepmaker.
offered by the tool, and basically more control. You can build your own play style out of those.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
embrace the way you want to play with them.
Mirage introduced new parkour elements.
So there's
like
more
pole
stealth
vault,
elements.
And my returning favorite, the corner swings, is Valley of Memory expanding on that.
Well, yes, we know that you know, Baghdad was a fantastic playground for parkour lovers, and we wanted to provide the same quality level in terms of experience with the parkour.
When it comes to parkour, Mirage was indeed better, for example, than Mirage. Sorry, Earth and Shadows.
So we had to adapt this type of gameplay to the new environment.
So I wonder if they're going to improve that even more.
Type of environment.
Yeah, and on top of that, we worked the parkour as a whole. One of the most requested feature was the manual jump, so we worked on that. But that's not the only feature we worked on. So indeed, manual jump, you can toggle the feature on you know, from the options. And basically, you can jump almost whenever or wherever you want.
Oh, that's cool.
Ground, as you can see here, you can gain verticality, you can gain height without having to climb, which is super cool in terms of...
Oh,
for the
even more freedom to do that. Yeah.
I can really take a new path or take them faster than it was possible before. The second
Wait,
thing
side rolls.
is about the ejects. Post-launch, a couple of months after the release of the original game, we came with the side and back.
Was back rolls? Were that those the thing?
Eject sideways or backwards, but only if there was a nearby hanging point. It was the guided version, as we call it. With Valley of Memory, we are coming with a new version, the free version, so you can still eject the same way. But if there is no hanging point nearby, you can still eject, and you can do stylish move like a roll on the shoulder, etc.
Oh.
You know, assassin things. While we were working on those parkour elements, we thought about the inputs, and we came
That's
up with,
actually pretty good.
Of a new control scheme. So we are bringing presets now. You can go to the option menus, and you can, in the control tab, select your preset. You can whether play with the Mirage launch control scheme, or you can switch to the modern one, which basically the main change is the fact that you have the parkour button on the right trigger, allowing your right thumb to control the camera. So control the camera plus navigation, it's an undeniable comfort.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
As usual, you can remap
We'll see.
all the different functions.
Maybe I will try them both and see which one fits me more.
Yeah, exactly.
This one looks
Definitive choice.
better, but
When you
better doesn't always mean
jump on, You can suggest to switch to
that
the
it
new preset
is better,
because we
looks
feel
better.
a bit more comfortable in terms of parkour. But if you
So yeah,
decide
we'll
or
see.
if you accept, you can always go back to your former preset.
Came out
anytime.
November
Bastion
18th.
is more capable than ever. So does that mean he's going to face more of a challenge?
Well, quite early in the quest, we introduced a new faction called the Robbers. They're here attracted by the wealth, brought by the traders. So they start stealing from the local population, for the caravan drivers as well. They're obviously going to be, a tougher enemy for Bastion.
Those robbers, they are not of the honorable type, They're more sneaky, so you should stay alert. You might be surprised in the desert.
So I've got to know, one of my favorite parts of Mirage was the black box missions. Are they making a return?
So we definitely have black boxes, of course. Because
Ooh, they were not in line in there.
Players liked a lot.
One is like, I'm not going to tell, and he's like, yeah, they're coming back.
The opportunities for players to actually perform, their action the way they want to do it. But we have also like a little twist in one of them. So I don't want to spoil anything, but players are going to be discovering what we can do with the black box.
The community has been asking about replayable missions. Is that finally coming?
So we are coming with what we call the Animus sequences. Once you complete a black box for the first time or a contract for the first time, you make them replayable right away. But that's not it. We couldn't stop there.
Oh, that's cool.
We are also bringing challenges. Do not use the eagle vision, do not be detected, do not kill anyone but your main target. All those stuff are supposed to be there to make you play a bit differently, or at least pay more
That's interesting.
to the details, to the patrol path, to the way the enemies are moving around, the type of enemies, how you could be detected, etc.
So every time the mission
succeed in complete those challenge,
has to be done different, or can be done differently.
New weapons, we are bringing a new outfit. We are also bringing what we call the Animus mods, which will allow players to bend a bit the game's rules.
Yeah, and we thought that would be a really interesting feature for returning players, as you can
bending the game's rules
contracts and main missions in Baghdad.
What other gameplay and quality of life improvements is Value of Memory bringing to the entire game?
Well, that's true that just after Mirage launched, we released new modes. The first one was New Game Plus, and right after we released the full synchronization mode, aka permadeath.
And now with Valley of Memory, we're coming with, as we said, a lot of parkour updates, the manual jump.
I think they are also using this DLC, I will call it DLC, as a test phase or test way of adding new features into the whole the whole franchise in general.
À la carte difficulty, à la carte experience, by tweaking yourself the parameter. As you can see here, you have a dedicated step in the new game flow, and you can also tweak all of those parameters from a
interesting.
The idea is that we remain as flexible as possible with the player experience.
Is there anything else you want to tell players about Value of Memory?
Well, beyond the main quest of finding Bastion father, there's a wealth of additional activities. The same activities you would find in Baghdad. The contracts are returning, the events are there as well. We have new features such as folk tales, which tells a little bit more about the local culture. We have stolen goods.
Oh, more historical quests and information.
As well.
That's cool.
So there's a lot to explore in this world, and it's quite a chunky update to what Mirage was.
And we were talking about challenges earlier. What is a challenge you want to give our players?
We have this time attack challenge requiring you to complete all of the challenges under a specific time. Maybe completing the challenges with all those difficulty parameters to their maximum could be something really fun to see. And by the way, please, players, continue to amaze us with those insane, crazy scale videos of yours. It's like we see that you're making the gameplay your own. And
I mean, isn't that why you play these games?
There you go, you've got your challenge, and I can't wait to see who completes it first. Valley of Memory is adding a ton of new gameplay additions to Assassin's Creed Mirage, but don't just take our word for it. Last month, we invited some of our biggest Assassin's Creed fans to our studio here in Bordeaux. Here's what they had to say.
For me,
Can't wait to play.
It's this historical aspect about this region of Halula. I can't wait to explore this new region with Basim.
To be honest, what surprised me most was how in-depth we're actually going to go into Basim's story with his father. I'm happily surprised that we're actually going to learn about that.
Being a father, it's a kind of love that you just can't experience anywhere else. Having that type of connection.
I mean, yeah, it was a thing that we didn't really get into in the main game, even though they wanted to do that.
I really like the anima sequences. It's a feature that fans have been asking for ages now, that there's now a purpose to go back and replay them.
It's really cool that the team's implemented like challenges. Gets me to play it in a way that I wouldn't have normally played. So quite a lot of rewards on that scroll, which looks good.
Being able to tweak the difficulty, the damage, it's great.
I cannot wait to explore the tombs of Alula and the amount of research that the devs have done for it. So excited to be immersed in that environment.
Someone who hasn't played it is going to get the full vision that the studio's intended from
Yes.
start to finish now. So if you haven't played it, I think now would be the time.
I mean, should I play the game from the start again?
18th, and is a completely free update for Assassin's Creed Mirage. So whether you're already a master assassin or visiting Baghdad for the first time, this is now the most complete way to play Assassin's Creed Mirage. Thank you so much for watching.
Hell yeah. Can't wait for November 18th. Can't wait.